Hello, duelists, and welcome back to the King's Courts. Now, this is going to be another installment. I need to find a better way to introduce that, but this is going to be another installment of the Locals Report, and because we got the ban list recently, I decided, you know what, since people are like, is it just a me thing, or am I just in my area, but when a ban list comes out, everybody already is already trying to play by the new list and start experimenting with other stuff. Is that just a my area thing? I don't know. Because I'm already hearing people talk about what they're just going to start playing now. Like, a lot of people in my area apparently are going to switch to Rescue Ace. There are like two people, I think, who were main decking Dragon Link. But now they're going to switch to like Rescue Ace or something. And maybe it's just me. I've been hearing, now that Arias Heart's gone, again, hooray, the witch is dead. A lot of people are I've been hearing, are really now want to go back to playing tier limits. I mean, tier limits are still playable. I mean, we all know this. We see tons, and they do have their fan base. Let's be real, waifu decks always are going to be popular in this game. But heck, not just this game, but in any kind of any kind of gaming media. Let's be realistic. There's always that, but. So it seems like, and they are good still. So there are a lot of people talking about that, and there are a lot of people. So as a result of that, I just wanted to try playtesting Neo's heroes instead of Omni heroes because I feel like right now, it's like this is the for right now because of this, the current format. Because since now we're gonna have to change up our side decks and change up our main what we run in the main deck as well. You know, probably because of Rise Heart, we're not going to be needing like Book of Moon and them as badly as we used to. So, because now the new top decks are definitely going to be Unchained. We got to start thinking of what the heroes can play with that. Because the problem with heroes, we do use a lot of destruction abilities. You know, DPE, that's Sunrise, that sort of thing. Also, Pearly. Book of Moon is still good against Pearly though. So that's good. The freaking Rescue Ace, like I mentioned, Marincess. I forgot to mention some other decks, but I'll mention them right now. The Chimera deck, you know, the Illusionist deck. That deck is really nasty. So that's another one that I forgot to mention in the most previous video I did. So sorry, my bad. Man, there are just a lot of really viable decks right now. And I think we're going to be seeing more soon due to Salamangreat. I feel like now that Gazelle's at 3, a lot of people are going to be trying to play, really try to get that deck high up there in the meta. And I really think we're going to see more Dark World, personally. So I feel like because the Rise Heart's gone, that opens the avenues for a lot of other decks. So that's why so right now, there's really no point to use the same build that I was already using for Omni heroes. So I wanted to test out Neos heroes because I'm always trying to work on any version of heroes. Neos, Omni. I can't, technically, it's not heroes, but it's hero related, kind of. I'm also really gonna in the future really update so that way I can slide into the Shameless plugin. If you're not already subscribe now. If you want to eventually see, I'm definitely going to be building, when it comes out, the Yugioh deck. I'm excited for that. Again, I'm not, obviously, from me, loving heroes, I'm a huge GX fan, just in general. And I love the Yugioh story arc from Season 3, so I'm excited for that. So if you want to see that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you so much for 160 subscribers. We're honestly just mind blown by that, especially since we're actually at the 1-year anniversary of the channel. Hooray! I don't have any confetti or anything like that. So, really quickly before I get to the locals report where I go over all my matches, I technically, oh man, time is never nice to hero players. But I'll go over that in a sec. But before we do, we got a little special bonus for this. You see, not only is it the channel's birthday, it's also my birthday, technically, pretty much. Yep. So, A friend of ours at our locals overheard that it was my birthday this week. I won't go over where, perhaps stuff, but I managed. He decided he's one of like the owners of the store. Decided to give me something for free. I managed. He gave me one of the new 25th anniversary tins, 25th century, yeah, quarter century. Pretty sweet, huh? So, I guess this is going to be a quick little tin opening. Let's see if I can activate my inner Ruxin or Cyber Knight powers and open crazy, right? For everyone here. So, let's move the deck really quickly, before we get to that. So, now, really quickly, because like I said, it's my birthday and all that, a bunch of my friends who know I do the channel already actually hooked me up with something cool. A member of the channel, the new member of the channel, who we'll call C for right now. Here's the thing. Originally, when we started the channel, I wanted to do like little I guess you could say debuts or like intro videos. That way we could, get everyone a little more familiar with, the subscribers familiar with the members here of the channel. I didn't get around to doing that back then, but maybe now we might do that now, since technically we have more than who we started with. So I think we might do that soon. So if you want to see that, like the video so I know there's interest. Like an intro video, we'll call I don't know, something cheesy, like a King's Summons or something, or a King's Report. We'll be like, hello, we introduce each member of the channel, what their thing they bring to the table, and, their specialty in each game, because technically we all have different specialties in games. For me, it's mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Pokemon TCG. Those have always been the two games I'm always playing. And I'm not going to lie, channel member Michael is, just good at TCGs in general. He's played way more than I have, he's given every single one of the main TCGs a try before. One Piece. He's even tried One Piece and all of them. Oh, and for the record, if you're interested in Lorcana, channel member Michael just started playing that. So if you're interested in seeing any Lorcana content in the channel from him, let us know. And I'm not gonna lie, member C, we'll go with that. Member C is way more into Digimon and way more than any of us here on the channel. So. If you want to see that, little intros or stuff, let us know. We'll probably just do it anyways, because I'm not gonna lie, it sounds pretty fun. Member C already got me this beautiful looking quarter century Neos. Look at that, it is gorgeous. I love it, and obviously I'm main decking it, so I wouldn't mind a second Neos because. Sometimes I do want to play 2 copies in the deck, but I guess besides Neos, I wouldn't mind Rainbow Dragon in case I ever want to play Rainbow Neos again. Or maybe Cyber Dragon, because channel member Michael does play Cyber Dragons. So, what else can you get? Let's see. I guess Black Rose would be kind of cool. Key's the best Yu-Gi-Oh girl, don't at me. Man. I don't know, I guess something like that. Alright, well, let's find... Oh, then again, I do know C does have Dark Magicians, so maybe. We'll see. Alright, so let's find out. Ah, dang it. Okay, cool. Let's see what we get. I like these tins, too. I like the design of them. Although, I think I kind of like the ones they did last year for, the gold tablet thing from the anime. That was cool. All right. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, hey! It's Rainbow Dragon! Sweet! That's actually pretty cool. Well, now I got this, and I got these two if I ever want to play Rainbow Neos again. So, hey, that's pretty cool. Okay. Really quickly, anyone else watching this who's an old fossil like me, do you remember back in the day they would have those tins and they'd have little sleeves under here? Anybody remember that? I miss that. Alrighty. They weren't the best quality sleeves, but hey, they were still usable. Alright, we got 3 packs. Man, these things are kind of thick actually. Alright, let's see. First one. Ah, dang it. How does that trick go again? Ah, man, I watch Ruxin all the time. I don't know. How does it go again? What is like the first four? I don't know. I don't do this very often. Let's see. Okay. I think a friend of mine is looking for this. Hey! Garura! This is actually... Whoa! Kashtira Fenrir! Whoa! Isn't Garura... Any VTuber fans out there, I'm going to be honest with you, I might screw up and accidentally call it Gura if anybody here watches VTubers. I know, I'm a disgrace. But I keep accidentally calling this damn thing Gura. I don't know why. But hey, isn't this thing short printed? Damn! That's actually pretty cool. And Kashtira Fenrir, that's still money right there. Yo! Okay. Let's see. Nothing. Scatter Fusion and Natria Camilla. Okay. Oh, man. That's cool. Ah, damn, do I have any sleeves on me? Ah, shoot. I don't think I do. Well, it's okay. I'll just, put them to the side. Oh, shoot. I gotta be careful. Dang. That's actually cool. That is cool. I mean, I actually have one. Spoiler alert. At my locals, I decided to play the Super Poly build. And I actually have one already. So, I guess, I might switch. I might go play that one instead. Dang, that's cool. Okay. Next pack. Can we draw and busted? Now this, oh man, I'm already happy. Okay, let's open it regularly. Okay. Let's see. Tri-Brigade Showdown. Let's see. Is that worth anything? One effect. I think I saw some people talking about this card. I'll have to look it up. These look pretty cool. I have to look at, excuse me, I'm your standard hero player. I only know hero rarity prices. Dang. Okay, I'll have to look that up. But so far that Fenrir and dang it! I just said I would try not to. Garuda? The Bird Fusion. So far this is like the best one so far. Okay. Last pack. Oh man. Let's see. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. Channel member C actually plays this deck, so I'll see if he needs that. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is pretty cool, actually. Let's see. So, the secrets and, all the pretty cards we pulled. We pulled, Fekrir of the Runic Fangs. Pastel Convert. I don't know. Looks like a Madolche card. Should have been a Madolche card. Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon. I have a friend who really likes the Odd Eyes deck. Dynamite Power Load the Draco Slayer. Draco Slayers, huh? Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. That's pretty cool. Smoke Mosquito. Salamander Catalyzer. I'm probably butchering that name. Spellbound. Tri-Brigade Showdown and World Sea Dragon Zeltest. Oh man. Oh man, these names. Blackwing Zonda the Dusk. Oh, it's a Blackwing. I thought that was a new Red Eyes card. Let's see what else. Scatter Fusion Natria Camilla. Okay. And obviously the two best ones we pulled, Kashtira Fenrir and the Fusion Bird. I'm not gonna embarrass myself even more. Oh man. So these are pretty good pulls. I like this. So hey, happy birthday to the channel and happy birthday to me. This is actually pretty cool. Okay. If you ever want to see any more openings here on the channel, maybe we'll get some more of these tins if you're interested. Let us know. Maybe we'll make that a thing trying to pull up because channel member Michael, like I said, he plays Cyber Dragons. Maybe we'll see if we can try to pull in 3 of these eventually, 3 of the Cyber Dragons eventually. But hey, I'm not mad at this. This is pretty cool to hear. Alrighty. Plus, again, like I said, I'm just a huge GX nerd. I love the Crystal Beast deck's cool. I actually have a friend back when I was in college still who actually played the Crystal Beast way before they got their good support. Like, way before they got their support. So, hey, maybe if you... I know he moved like a long time ago, so I don't even know if he knows we make videos. We like to post videos, but hey, if he sees this, yo, man, Crystal Beast, pretty good right now. Might want to jump on that. Okay, so that was actually pretty cool. Little side thing. So in case you want to see more of that, let us know. So back to the, I guess to say the now that the halftime show is over. So yeah, like I was saying, I took Neos Heroes to my local's most recent Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I did pretty good, but I played 4 rounds. Standard, it's usually 4. It could be sometimes 5 or 6, depending on the, depending really, because like a lot of those guys they work, so sometimes they just want to relax on Sundays. So, but we managed to get a really good turnout, like 16 plus people, but I think like somebody dropped. So here's the thing. I played 4 rounds. First round I played against Unchained, and I'm starting to get more of a feel of how to play against that deck. Second round I played against, I actually got the bye. Hey, we take those, right? Round 3 I played against Vanquish Soul, and round 4 I played against Dragon Link. And here's the thing. Round 1, our first game lasted really quick. Also, this is technically the same build for Heroes that I posted a couple of days ago, but I did make some changes. Let's see. For one, I cut down Fusion Development. Now, Fusion Development is a really good card, but it hasn't really been coming in up a lot for me. So I ended up cutting that, and hey, you saw me opening those packs. You saw that I'm playing the bird. Yeah, I'm playing 3 Super Poly. Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm calling people out, but really quick, on our ban list prediction video, somebody got really mad that I mentioned Super Poly. I think some people think I hate. No, I love Super Poly. Again, Fusion's my favorite summoning mechanic. Of course I love it. It's just that the freaking Illusionist deck is nasty with this. Speaking of which, in my main deck, in my extra deck also, let's see. In my extra deck, obviously I played the Bird and the Mud Dragon of the Swamp. 2 standards you play. I was also trying out Starving Venom Dragon, because, Dark is like the most common monster type in the game. So I thought, the chances are pretty good. Plus, what if I accidentally, run into somebody playing Branded or something, and they play, I don't know, Dragoon? This didn't come up, though. So I'm really tempted maybe to cut it and maybe play something else. I could just go and play, if I really wanted, I could keep it, but I think I would also maybe consider trying this as well for the Illusionist deck, since a lot of them are dark and they're fusion based. So as well as Branded. That card's always good against Branded. And like I said at the beginning of the video, is it just me, or it seems like now that Arise Heart's gone, it seems like a lot of people want to pick up tier limits again. So might have to play that card again to deal with those things. So that's just something I was thinking. So I might just... Oh, for the record, the Super Poly builds were great. I decided to main deck it because I really did not want to deal with Unchained. That's the deck I'm worried about because, like I said, heroes like to, blow stuff up. Like I said, DPE, Sunrise in this build, Arm Neos, tons of them literally blow cards up. And unfortunately, Unchains get their effects as long as they're destroyed. It doesn't even have to be by their own effects. Same reason why playing Acid is a little difficult right now, because if you destroy their back row, they'll still get their effects. So I didn't want to deal with this, so that's why I thought, I'm just going to fuse off their stuff. And that's where I'm going to lead towards the first round. Our first round took 35 minutes. 35 minutes. And I lost because, only because, here's the thing, I misplayed. Oh, man. Okay. So, he had 3 monsters out. He had his Unchained Link monster, the dark one, the big dog dude, who I'm not going to lie, kind of looks like my dog. If you've seen the picture I posted on our Instagram and our community tabs, you see what my dog looks like. I'm not joking. That was a picture of her face up close. Full body, she looks like Unchained Abomination. I'm not even joking. In case anyone was curious, she's a German Shepherd Husky mix. Let's see. So he had that out. He also had the High Seas, the DDD High Seas Caesar card, the water one, and he had this other monster out, some dark card. But basically, what I did was, so he went turn 1, and he ended on that field, right? Well, I went turn. This is obviously I went 2. What I did, I super polyed away his Link monster and his other monster, and I went into the bird, right? Where did I put it? I just had it. Oh. So I super polyed off his monster and I went to the bird. And then, this is where it gets even funnier. I had 2. I started off the game with 2 super polys, and I normal summoned Stratos. He used his monster to negate it. And then I realized, wait a minute. His Ab-Zero, his exact conditions are... This is why it's important to read your cards. 1 hero monster and 1 water monster. His Xyz monster was water, and Stratos is obviously a hero, so I super polyed them off and went into Ab-Zero. He had no monsters left. He had 1 face down card, and I'm going to go over that card in a bit. So, I'm looking pretty good, right? He has no monsters open, and the bird's effect will double damage. So that's 55 right here. I had 1 more card left in my hand. I had 2 super polys. I had to discard 2 cards, and I had Stratos that I already normal summoned. That's 5, right? Since I went turn 2, that means I had 1 card left. And I had the card everyone loves to see. I had Neos Fusion. Oh, man. Oh, boy. This is where I messed up. You see, his monster is High Caesar can negate stuff. So I went into Armed Neos. Now, what I messed up was his monsters can only negate. It doesn't destroy. What I should have done was use Arm Neos Fusion first. I could have gone to Arm Neos, attempt to use his effect to blow up his monster, right? No. Instead of doing that, I should have done that, because that way he would have no seized units left, and I could have had Arm Neos attack over his monster, and then Arm Neos' effect would have activated. And in case you're curious, Arm Neos' effect, if he just... Let's see. Anyone new to Heroes. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you make this card gain the following effect. During the main phase, quick effect, you contribute this card. Special summon 1 elemental hero fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring summoning conditions. Which means if I played a little more patiently and set the super poly instead of going to Ab-Zero right away, what I could have done was just have the bird swing. He would have swung over his monster, and then next turn, since he used up all his resources and they're all super polyed away. Even if it didn't, what I could have done, legitimately, during his main phase, I could have quick effect used this and then go into the big guy himself, Cosmo Neos. And when you play Cosmo Neos against somebody, they're done. They can't do anything. Because legitimately, you can't activate anything anymore. So, I messed that up. That was a mistake on my part. So, yeah, that cost me the game. Now, you're probably wondering why. Because the last card he had was Book of Moon. Legitimately. So, I could have, instead, if I just played a little more patiently, I could have just gone to Cosmo Neos during his turn. Because that way, he wouldn't have been able to use Book of Moon against Cosmo Neos. But, oh well. It was still a great game. And then, game 2. Oh boy. He decided to go first, and I went second. Legitimately, I had a crazy hand. I set up a bunch of monsters. I managed to go into a bunch of monsters. And because, like I said, he went turn 2. I had, like, basically, he didn't have, like, the strongest opening. I could have gotten it, but I lost the time. Hey, what can you do? Because our first game took, like, 30 minutes. Now, I'm not saying he was slow playing me in the beginning, like the first game. Or, I mean, not the first game, the second game, because he went first and I went second, and I could have gotten game because, legitimately, I had a crazy hand, and my field ended on, what's it called? Because I had, like, instant contact and a bunch of crazy cards. Legitimately, I ended on a field of, what's it called? Sunrise, because I managed to go into Infernal Rage. Ab-Zero, and I normal summoned Liquid Soldier, so I had him, Shadow Mist. Like, I drew one of, like, the better kind of hands you could get with Neos Heroes. And the best part, I had Favorite Contact, so if he tried to and after I did all this, I played Fusion Neos, because you got to be careful when you play Fusion Neos, because after you played, you can't special summon anymore. I had Arm Neos, and I had Favorite Contact set. Where did I put it? Oh man, I just had it. Oh, there it is. I was going to have him swing over his monster, and the rest would have been able to take care of it, but then time got called. And he told me straight up he had no responses. Like, I legitimately got him down to the wire, but unfortunately, I lost the time. So what can you do? Now, round 2, like I said, I got the bye. So that was cool. I guess apparently somebody dropped. I think I know who it was too, but I'm not sure really. But I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I think I know. Round 3. Now that was cool. I played against Vanquish Soul. Now, I think Vanquish Soul is really cool, but it can be tricky to play against because the deck, they like to main deck D-Shifter, and there can only be one, and there can only be one is one of the cards you use to stop heroes badly. So what he did was he decided to go first because, again, usually they go first because they want to set up their D-Shifter, and there can only be one. Yeah, he bricked, apparently. Apparently, he told me that is an issue Vanquish Soul has because they play like a good amount of one-ups and hand traps. They've been known to brick pretty badly. So I went off and I managed to get the game because I managed to set off. He had one monster, but he couldn't see his other stuff. He basically set it, and then I went into, I normal summoned Stratos, and I managed to start Spirit of Neos, and then I used Crosskeeper. And you know what Crosskeeper does? I discarded him. Let's see. Here it is. I went with Stratos, searched out Spirit of Neos, and I used Crosskeeper that was in my hand. God, I love this card. Man, I'm not going to lie. He's like one of the reasons I wish Roto was at 3. So I discarded it and summoned Spirit of Neos. And because it was still my main phase, I searched out Neos Fusion. Where is it? There it is. And I went into Arm Neos. And then I had Arm Neos swing over his monster, and now Arm Neos' effect was alive. And I had Stratos swing directly, and then main phase 2, I used Arm Neos' effect, tributed him, and I went into the big guy, Cosmo Neos. So that was crazy. He pretty much skipped right there because he said there's something he could do to take care of Cosmo Neos. Especially since I had Neos Fusion in the grave, so he would have saved him. So, good for me. Game 2 was better, for him at least. He side decked to go first, and he did manage to set up some of his stuff. I side decked to go second, obviously. Let's see, where is it? My side deck I did change up a little bit, mainly because I really want to make it like to deal with like cash. Like I said, Unchained, because I feel like that's going to be one of the bigger decks lately, especially since that's a deck that Heroes I'm noticing having difficulty with, because like I said, we like to destroy cards, so that's something we got to deal with. So maybe instead in the future, I might start playing Cosmic Cyclone, but for this week, I did still play the 2 Lightning Storms and the Harpy's Feather Duster. So, I called back row, took care of his back row, and here's where it gets crazy. I had Neos again, but I had Spirit of Neos. I managed to use Hero Libs, get Stratos, search out Spirit of Neos. But here's the crazy thing. I actually finally got to use Engage Neo Space, because I swear every time I try using this thing, it gets ashed. Searched out Poly, and then I fused Spirit of Neos with Stratos to go into Infernal Deceiver. Managed to get Favorite Contact. Then I managed to go into Sunrise, get Miracle Fusion, and managed to set up a bunch of crazy stuff. And he couldn't really deal with it. And then game 2, during his turn, here's the thing, I drew, I'm not kidding. Now, obviously I used Engage Neospace to discard a Neospace into the grave. I sent Aqua Dolphin, because I'm not kidding, legitimately I opened up my hand with Grand Mole and Dark Panther. So legitimately during his turn, I Favorite Contact did into Cosmo Neos, and he couldn't do anything after that. So that's how I managed to win against Vanquish Soul. It was crazy. I had to be careful though, because I was terrified of him having Nib. That's why, even though I had Sunrise in the field, I didn't use Miracle Fusion, even though I could have, because like I said, I could have used it to go into increase my play, but I really was scared of Nibiru. So I thought if he does Nibiru me, this way at least I can at least use Miracle Fusion if I can survive a turn. So that was game 3. Managed to get that 2-0. Round 4, the last one. I played against Dragon Link, and here's the thing. Dragon Link is a good deck, but I never really had super issues with it. Maybe because I played it once. I did have the deck at one point, so I know what they're trying to do. And a friend of mine does play the deck, and he underestimates himself, but he's pretty good with the deck. So I have some experience playing against Dragon Link with heroes and Neos heroes, so I knew what to do. The problem was he won the die roll. He went first, and he set up, Dragon Link stuff. He had Warlord Savage and the Spear, And as soon as I normal summon Stratos, he let the effect go, but then he trolled me. So let's be real, that you can't really do anything after that. Yeah. So we went game 2. This is where things go crazy. I went for first, obviously. I managed to go into the tried and true combo of Stratos into Crosskeeper. I had Stratos and Crosskeeper. And I went to Spirit of Neos. I searched out my polymerization because I had instant contact. Instant contact, so I had a Flame Wingman if I needed to use it. So, I linked up Stratos and Spirit of Neos after I searched out instant contact, and I went to Infernal Deceiver. With that, I used its effects to search out Grand Mole and Dark Panther to my hand. So, my hand's looking pretty good. Then I used Engage Neospace. I discarded the Dark Panther, and I sent Shadow Mist of the Grave to search out another warrior. And then I could summon, and then I was able to summon Neos from the deck. I set a card, and that was pretty much it. Because I already had Aqua Dolphin in my hand, actually. Like, I opened up with Aqua Dolphin, which, not gonna lie, sometimes I really don't like opening up the Neospacians, but in this case I did. Because, thanks to Engage Neospace, I had Polymerization. I fused into Infernal Deceiver, searched Favorite Contact, and then after that, because that, I used it to go into Sunrise. So I had Sunrise, Favorite Contact, and Infernal Deceiver already. Sunrise. Favorite Contact. So after he tried doing his moves, I Favorite Contacted and went to the big guy, and he couldn't do anything. And he pretty much skipped right there as well. A lot of people just can't handle Cosmo Nia. It's such a crazy card. So, game 3. So I managed to get game 2. Game 3 was one of the craziest games I ever had. Oh man, this is one of the times. Here's the thing: I've said before in past videos, the reason I don't record the games is because some of them are a little uncomfortable being on camera. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't show their faces that's why I never mention their names, even though I do know them, but I don't mention their names for privacy reasons. But this is one of the games I wish I got because it was so crazy. So, he went 1, I went 2. He managed to end on a spear. On spear. I don't know. I went first. I set Super Poly, and I waited for him to go. Basically, as soon as he had Rocket Tracer and Red MD on field, I fused them together and went into the bird. Now, I went to the bird because I was worried since he had, this Dragon Link, and I didn't want to go into Starving Venom because I thought he could do some, bestial shenanigans. Then I forgot. Oh man, this thing was dark. So, hey, I thought the whole time it was wind. So that was crazy, and then a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened. Legitimately, I managed to go into Arm Neos and use his effect to blow up his monsters. Because the hilarious thing was this. I normal summoned Stratos. He negated it with Borload Savage. Because he managed to end on a field of Borload Savage and the Spear again. He negated it, and then I played Neos Fusion. I used Neos Fusion's effect, to summon Arm Neos. And this is the first time this came up. I actually got to use Arm Neos' ability to go into Arm Dragon Thunder level 10. And I blew up his stuff. and he had no monsters left. And here's the hilarious part: he tried to use, what's it called? He tried to use, what was it, the spear to bounce back Arm Neos. Here's the hilarious thing: Neos Fusion legitimately says you can use it to also prevent your Neos as would be destroyed by battle or card effect, or shuffled in the extra deck by its own. Yeah. Oh no, not the spear. He tried to. No, that was the game before that. I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. It was so crazy. But yeah, Arm Neos, and so I managed to use him to actually blow the stuff up, so he had no monsters left. And after that, I had, what's it called? Polymerization. Well, no, not polymerization, because I couldn't do anything else after that. I attacked directly with Stratos, and that was it. So that, because I forgot, oh yeah, that's why it's, yeah, by its own effect. So Arm Neos did destroy his field, but I lost him. So it was a Stratos, and that was it, because he got rid of my bird. I forgot how, though. So then his turn, he just set one card. That was it. Apparently, he had nothing else, and then time got called. Yeah, sorry, I got that mixed up. Yeah, time got called. Yeah, I forgot to mention that I also hero lived that game. So I was already down to 4,000. So, even though I attacked directly with Stratos, he still managed to get him because he had a little bit more than me. So, what can you do? So, that's 2 rounds I lost because of time. And what can you do? And the guy straight up told me if it wasn't for time, I would have won because he legit set Droll Mockbird. He had nothing else. So, I managed to blow through all this stuff. And I had Miracle Fusion and all them ready. And I had, because I also searched out, using Stratos, Liquid Soldier, so I could have brought back my Moss something from the grave, but, oh well. It happens. Oh, man, that game was crazy. There was a lot more that happened, but that's the basic gist of it, and this video is going actually for a while. So, that's this week's local report. It was crazy. Neos Heroes is actually doing pretty good. And I'm not going to lie, Cosmic Neos just shuts down a lot of people. Like, a lot of people can't handle it. So, that's it for this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for just watching the video in general. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I'm going to try to upload these as consistently as possible. I think next week, when I'm going to play Neos Heroes again, but I might try something out a little different in the build. Because that's the thing, I want to keep experimenting with this build, because right now I feel like with Omni Heroes we kind of have everything figured out. So right here I want to like keep experimenting with this. So if you don't want to miss out on that, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And overall, just thanks for stopping by. Have a great weekend. Oh, as this video should be okay. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.